Hey folks, welcome up in the Rocky Mountains. We are at Aspen Airport. No snow here now. We're in the very late spring and we are getting ready to go down the hill, as they say, down to Denver International. Flying Frontier Airlines today in an Airbus A320, so come on along and enjoy. If you haven't visited the channel before and you find yourself staying for a couple of minutes, give me a big old thumbs up. I sure do appreciate it. If you watch to the end and like what you see, watch another one. If you see yourself watching a couple of my videos, come on back and hit that big old subscribe button. I sure would appreciate it. Anyway, glad you're along for the ride. Here we are, cold and dark at Aspen Airport in our Frontier Airlines aircraft. We're flying with Griswold today. Griswold is the mascot for this particular airplane. Frontier picks something from nature for each of their aircraft. I think they're all animals. I don't remember any plants being on the back of the aircraft. But just notice, not only is Griswold on the tail, but he's also on the winglets. So if you're sitting inside the aircraft and you get a window or a middle seat, you might peek out your window there and see Griswold there keeping you company on your flight. Aspen is a payware airport. This is an ORBX scenery, and I think it's done very, very well. You can see inside those transparent windows to other things that are going on. Seems that we're the only airplane here right now. I'm sure that won't always be the case, but it seems to be true, at least for right now. Cold and dark, so let's hop aboard. Christy, our first officer, is ever attendant as usual. Looks like we have external power available, so we'll use it. Battery 1 on, battery 2 on, external power. Get the rheostats turned up here so we can kind of see what's going on. Get some exterior lights, nav and logo lights to System 1 or System 2. Doesn't matter, they're redundant of each other. Get the emergency exit lights on so the cabin folks can see their way out in the dark. No smoking and seatbelt signs can stay off for right now. We're going to get some fuel on board. Matter of fact, why don't we get the fuel truck on the way?
Refueling truck is on its way.
Okay. Crew oxygen supply can go on. Do a cockpit voice recorder test. That test is fine. Do a command evac test. That test is fine. We'll get the Adair system lined up. System number 1 to nav, 2 to nav, 3 to nav. Do a fire test on the APU. That's fine. Do a test for smoke in the cargo area. That's fine. And that should take care of the overhead for right now. Where's that fuel truck? I saw the BP truck out here just a little bit ago. Well, this is a beautiful airport. No fuel truck yet. Well, Christy.
Let's start setting up.
Okay.
Okay. Get these navigation switches over to VOR. Don't think we're going to be doing any ADF flying today. Constraints turned on both sides. Flight directors turned on. That's okay. Let's go to the ATSU menu and then the company menu. Initialize our flight through the Adair system. We're flying from
Fuel
Aspen
truck
to
is in
Denver.
position.
Oh, fuel truck is here. Okay, great. How much fuel do we need? $45.20 kilos, and of course, okay, so 47.61 will be fine. There he is. And if we had a mind to, we could even watch the digital meter and see the progress that he makes. Is that it? Are we done? I guess we're done. He's pretty quick. So let's go back upstairs and get the seatbelt sign turned on so we don't forget later on. No smoking and seatbelts. Well, we're not Pan American 43, we're FFT, Frontier Airlines 43. It's not letting me change that. Okay. Get a weather request for Aspen and Denver. METAR's current weather. We'll send that. We'll get a TAF, Terminal Aerodrome Forecast. That's future forecasted weather. We'll send that. And that should be fine. Weight and balance. Can't do weight and balance here. We're in an Airbus A320-200. Our engines are LEAP 1A engines rated at 26,000 pounds of thrust. Our AirAC cycle is current. Tomorrow's the last day of the AirAC cycle. Colorado Springs is our alternate. That's fine. Aspen to Denver, cost index of 36. Is that what our cost index is supposed to be? 36? Yes, that's correct. Tropopause is 32,000 feet. We'll be cruising at 27,000, so a fair distance below the tropopause. Don't really need to have a need to confirm that. Fuel is showing at 38.20, so we can enter that in. The block fuel, 3.8. I wonder if this will autofill. It does autofill. I'm kind of leery of doing that since we don't have things aboard. Speaking of things aboard, okay, we've already fueled, and the first officer is doing her thing. We wanted to depart KASE on runway 33, and if you look at the terrain, almost everything out of Aspen departs on 33 because there's some major... Here's the airport right here, and we're in a sunken valley. You see this horseshoe valley? And if we were to fly runway 15, we would be flying over the steepest part of these mountains. So almost everything departs 33. So 15 is to the south. There's a little bit of a valley to the south, but it gets steep pretty fast. So not a lot of departures on 15, unless you're a small airplane and you're staying local. But the big ones fly 33, and then use
I'm back.
this...
No issues on the walk around.
Okay.
Use this river valley to gain altitude, and then we can turn around and head east toward Denver. And there's our approach into Denver. That's a little squirrely. That's gnarly. As the waypoint says, that's a little gnarly. Let's see if we can... We may not be able to get rid of that gnarly, but let's see if we can. That gnarly looks pretty gnarly. I don't see it here on our waypoints. Yeah, that gnarly looks pretty bad. Ah, look at that. I think I was able to get rid of it. What about Teller might be part of the procedure, and I don't think I can get rid of Teller if it's part of the procedure. It is part of the procedure. So I can't get rid of Teller. I'll try. Oh, I got rid of it. I didn't think I could do that. Okay, Craig, and that's much more gentle approach into Denver. So that looks good. Runway 33. And we're using the Cozy 1 departure. Wondering why our flight plan isn't in here. Yeah, our flight plan's not in here. Interesting. Okay.
Hi, the security and safety check are all done. Are we good to start boarding?
Are good to start.
Yes, you can start boarding.
Thanks.
Well, the arrival is to runway 34 left. And it's on the Ski 3 arrival. And Ladora is our transition. And of course there's a big old discontinuity. I don't see these legs being added in. Okay, that looks nice and clean. Nice and clean. Wonderful. Flaps 1 down 0.0 on the stabilator trim. 56 for a flex temperature. And transition altitude is 18,000 feet. We have some V speeds. Great. And did the first officer say she was back? I forget if she said she was back or not. Let's see if we can't run a checklist.
Before start checklist.
Cockpit prep.
Well, I didn't check my oxygen. My oxygen is in here. We'll say I checked it. Let's get the MCP set up. V2 is 126. Initial altitude is, I don't have an initial altitude yet because I don't have a clearance, but we'll get a clearance. Initial heading is 3330. Doesn't have to be perfect, just basically reminding us what runway we're going to. Let's get a clearance. Got to do just a little bit of housekeeping here. I forgot to add in the program that connects the air traffic control. It's called FS2Crew 7. That's the baby I want. Right now I ought to be able to get some air traffic control.
Aspen Pitkin County Sardi Information Romeo 1353 Zulu winds are 211 at 3 knots. Visibility 10 miles. Skies clear. Temperature -8, dew point -11. Current altimeter is 2982. Arriving and departing runway 33. Aspen Pitkin County Sardi Information Romeo 1353 Zulu winds are 211 at 3 knots. Visibility 10 miles. Skies clear. Temperature -8, dew point -11. Current altimeter is not currently available. Arriving and departing runway 33.
Boarding
Aspen
requested.
Pitkin County Sardi Information Romeo 1353 Zulu winds are 211 at 3 knots. Visibility 10 miles. Skies clear. Temperature -8, dew point -11. Current altimeter is 2982. Arriving and departing run.
Completed.
Completed. Gear pins and covers.
Aspen clearance delivery. Frontier 4 tree, ready to copy. Aspen clearance delivery. Frontier 4 tree, ready to copy. Aspen clearance delivery. Frontier Flight 4 tree, ready to copy.
Frontier Flight 4 tree is clear to Kilo Delta Echo November. Climb via the KASE 1 departure, with the links transition, 10 as filed. Expect departure runway 33. Climb to flight level 180 via the departure. Expect tiger clearance 6 minutes after departure. Departure
want to
on
board crew?
123.8. Squawk 5555.
Frontier Flight 43 is cleared to
Passengers
Kilo
boarding
Delta
started.
Echo November. Climb via the KASE 1 departure
Passengers
with the
boarding
links
started.
transition, then as filed. Climb
Passengers
to
boarding
flight
started.
level 180 via the departure. Expect
Passengers
higher
boarding
clearances
started.
6 minutes after departure. Departure on
Passengers boarding started.
123.8.
Hi guys,
here's the low sheet for you.
5555.
Thanks.
No problem. Have a safe flight.
Passengers boarding starting.
Altimeter is 298 to contact road on
Passengers boarding
1.9
started.
when ready for pushback have a board morning.
Altimeter
Passengers
is
boarding starting.
2982 ground on 121.9 a Frontier Flight
Passengers boarding
43.
starting. Passengers boarding starting. Passengers boarding starting. Passengers boarding starting. Passengers boarding starting.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Passengers boarding starting. 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 Passengers boarding starting.
Well,
Passengers boarding starting. 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 Passengers boarding starting.
okay, well, we had an issue with the boarding process, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. Christy, are you ready to run a checklist? Or she is running a checklist. We're in the checklist.
Removed.
Signs.
On and auto.
Are you sure about that? Adairs.
Nav.
Fuel quantity.
3800 kilograms. Set.
Takeoff data.
Set.
Barrel ref.
With 7609 taxi.
2992.
Label
Set.
7609,
2992.
runway 1
Set.
via
Down to the
taxiway
line.
Kilo Charlie to hold short runway 4.
Kilo Charlie, short of 4 at 7609.
Altimeter is 2982. We're a little bit off on the altimeter. There it is. Okay. Well, how about we get the APU fired up, get some air conditioning going, do a fire test on engine number 1, fire test on engine number 2, APU master, APU start, and APU bleed. And we'll turn on the beacon light. Beacon light is on. Great. We're getting bleed air. APU is available. Well, we can go off of ground power. External power now available. Turn on the fuel pumps. Starting to get a little sunrise. That's nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board today. As you locate your assigned seats, please place your smaller items under the seat in front of you to provide more room for larger items in our
551 Watch, Roger, get you moving here in Jazz,
If you need assistance, contact the flight attendant. If you are unable to accommodate any item in the cabin, please bring it to the boarding door and we will check it for you. Also, review the safety instruction card in your seat pocket. If you are seated at an exit seat, also review the exit seating criteria.
Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead, flight deck.
Confirm all ground checks complete and we're cleared to pressurize the hydraulics.
Outside check is completed, all doors and panels are closed, no issues found. You can pressurize the hydraulics anytime now.
Aspen ground, Frontier Floor 3 requests pushback and engine start.
Frontier Fleet 40's pushback and engine start approved.
Pushback and engine start approved. Frontier Flight 43.
Okay, we're cleared to push. Everybody's closed up in the back.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Below the line.
Windows and doors.
Locking gear.
Closed.
Closed. Beacon.
On.
Thrust levers.
Idle.
Parking brake.
On.
Before start, checklist complete.
Good morning, Brickyard 5972.
Release parking brakes, please.
Hotel.
Brickyard 5972, good morning to you. Your pushback is approved to spot number 2.
Pushback, spot 2, Brickyard 5972.
Hey guys, are we
Commencing
clear
push.
to close?
Yes.
All engines
Thanks.
clear.
Let me know if you
Start at
need
will.
anything.
She's a little late. Ha ha ha.
Below the line.
Windows and doors.
Closed.
Closed. Beacon.
On.
Thrust levers.
Idle.
Parking brake.
Off.
Before start, checklist complete.
Starting engine 2. Starting
Once
engine
again,
1.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our flight today. This is the lead flight attendant speaking. Please direct your attention to the cabin crew for important safety information. There is an instruction card in your seat pocket that illustrates the safety equipment
Please
on
set
this
parking brakes.
aircraft. Regulations require compliance with this information as well as all crew instructions.
Waiting your
flight
confirmation for a good
information
engine
signs,
start.
and posted placards. Fasten your seatbelt by inserting the metal tip into the buckle. Tighten by pulling on the belt. To release your seatbelt, lift the metal flap on the buckle. It is our policy that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times while seated. Doors are clearly marked with exit signs and instructions for door operation. Each door is equipped with an escape slide. Locate the exit nearest you. The nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, lights will illuminate the aisle. The cabin is pressurized. If there is a loss of cabin pressure, a panel will open and oxygen masks will appear. Remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and pull a mask toward you to start the flow of oxygen. Oxygen will be flowing to the mask even though the bag may not inflate. Cover your nose and mouth with the mask. Place the elastic band around your head and tighten by pulling on the end. Secure your own mask before assisting others. Your seat bottom cushion may be used as a flotation device. Pull up and remove the cushion. Upon exiting the aircraft, place your arms around the cushion and hold on to the straps located on the back. This is a non-smoking flight. Smoking is not permitted in the cabin or lavatories. Cabin lights will now be turned off. Reading light buttons are located above your seat. Thank you for your attention.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Maple 7609 cross 4.
And there's the pin.
Call the Delta Airbus out of here on the other side. Good morning to you.
Okay, cross 4 and Charlie here. We'll follow the bus, the Delta bus, sorry, and over to Maple 7609. Ciao. Have a good one.
Have a good day. Aspen ground, Frontier Flight 4 tree, request taxi, runway tree.
Frontier fliegt 43 taxi to runway 33 via taxiwise Alpha 7, hold short runway 33.
Taxi to runway 33 via taxiways Alpha 7, hold short runway 33 Frontier Flight 43.
After start checklist.
Anti-ice.
Off.
ECAM status.
Checked.
Pitch trim.
26% set.
Rudder trim.
Zero.
After start checklist complete.
Flight control check.
Ready. Full down. Full up. Neutral. Full right. Full left. Neutral.
Rudder.
Full right. Full left. Neutral.
It's her turn. She should be doing the same thing.
Clear left side.
Clear right side.
Break off. Flaps.
Check.
Pressure 0.
Flaps to 1. Let's do a configuration test. All green. Predictive wind shear system needs to be turned on. There we go. Now we're all green. Auto brakes to max. Okay, and we're all green. Brake test.
Before takeoff checklist.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Check. Flight instruments.
Checked.
Check. Briefing.
Yeah, we didn't really do a proper briefing, did we? I don't know if I can do a briefing in button mode. Oh, there's the checklist.
Frontier Fleet 43 contact tower on 118.85. Enjoy your morning.
Tower on
Confirm.
118.85 Frontier Flight 43.
Config 1 plus F.
Config 1 plus F. V1. VR. V2. Flex temp.
V1 1 2 1 VR 1 2 2 V2 1 2 6 flex temp 5 6 degrees.
V1 1 2 1 VR 1 2 2 V2 1 2 6 flex temp 5 6 degrees. ATC.
Set.
ECAM memo.
Takeoff, no blue.
Down to the line.
Below the line.
Takeoff runway.
Confirmed.
Confirmed. Cabin crew.
Advised.
TCAS.
TARA.
Engine mode selector.
Ignition.
Packs.
Packs are on.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
1420 heavy, you can go to the end.
FedEx 1420, thank you.
Aspen Tower, Frontier 4 tree, ready for departure, runway tree.
Frontier Flight 43, this is tower, go ahead.
Aspen Tower, Frontier 4 tree, ready for departure, runway tree.
43 winds are 211 at 3 knots, cleared for takeoff. Runway 33 squawk 5555.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 33 squawking 5555 Frontier Flight 43.
Frontier Flight 43 climb to flight level 230.
Climb to flight level 230 Frontier Flight 43.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff. 17 right, wind 190, what is that, 19014.
Check final. No one's on final.
On runway 33.
Takeoff.
Check. Thrust set. 1. Rotate.
Frontier Flight 43
Positive climb. Check.
3.8.
Departure on
Man flex 5, 6,
123.8
SRS
Frontier
auto
Flight
thrust blue.
43.
Check.
Gear up.
Frontier
Center on 134.5.
500.
Center Frontier Flight 43 climbing to flight level 230. Frontier
Flaps
Flight
1.
43 good morning.
1,000.
Radar contact. Climb to flight level 270. Climb to flight level 270.
Vertical speed.
Frontier Flight 43. Frontier Flight
Climb.
43
Check.
turn left heading 265 then direct India November Tango.
AP1.
Check.
Heading 265 direct to India November Tango Frontier Flight 43. Frontier Flight 43 climb to flight level 270. Climb to flight level 270 Frontier Flight 43. Frontier Flight 43 expect the Speedy 3 arrival with the jet transition for the ILS approach to runway 34 left with no door and transition at Denver International. Expect the Speedy 3 arrival with the jet transition for the ILS approach to runway 34 left with Eldora transition Frontier
Thrust,
Flight
climb,
43.
auto thrust.
Check.
Lap 0.
2,500.
After takeoff, climb checklist.
Landing gear.
Up.
Flaps.
Retracted.
Packs.
Packs are on.
Down to the line.
Hit a red hat.
Okay.
Below the line.
Vero rep.
2982.
2982. After takeoff, climb checklist complete.
Center, good afternoon, Alaska. 1367's out of 16.8 for 190.
Alaska 1367, center, climb maintain, flight level 360, light shot.
360, light shot, thanks for the report. Alaska 1367.
Southwest 6881, cross fuzzy, maintain 16,000, 250 knots, all center, 3029er.
3029er, fuzzy 16,250, South 6881.
Frontier Flight 43 contact Denver Center on 128.65 have a good one. Center on 128.65 Frontier Flight 43.
Set standard.
Standard
Center
cross check.
Frontier
Passing flight level
43 climbing to
190.
flight level 270.
Frontier Flight 43 good
Now.
morning.
Checked.
Ladies and gentlemen, in just a few moments, we'll begin our meal service for the flight. Please refer to the menu given to you on boarding for the 2 meal choices and your beverage choices available. We request that you keep the aisles clear to assist the flight attendants to serve you efficiently and all also for your own safety. Thank you.
You have control.
I have control.
Frontier Flight 43, contact Denver Center on 134.5. Have a good morning.
Center on 134.5, Frontier Flight 43. Center Frontier Flight 43 climbing to flight level 270.
Out cruise.
Check.
Descent via the SKE-3 arrival with the Jeanette transition to cross Adora at 13,000 feet. Altimeter is 2971, Frontier Flight 43.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again to the flight deck, the captain speaking.
Rust idle.
Check.
Descent.
Check.
Center on 119.85, Frontier Flight 43. Center Frontier Flight 43 descending to 13,000 feet.
From the flight deck, ladies and gentlemen, as you may have noticed, we have begun our initial descent down to our destination.
Altimeter
Now
is
would be a good time to wrap up any
2971,
business you need to
Frontier
take care of
Flight
as we prepare
43.
for approach. If you are up, once you return to your seat, we ask that you remain seated until your aircraft arrives safely at the gate. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
Delta 1065, resume normal speed, cross Fuzzy and maintain 16,250 knots, altimeter 3029er.
Okay, normal speed, we'll cross Fuzzy at 16,250 knots, and copy 3029 altimeter Delta 1055.
I have control.
You have control.
Approach checklist.
Briefing.
Confirm.
ECAM status.
Checked.
Seatbelts.
On.
Barrel rest.
2992 set.
2992 set. Minimum.
200 set.
200 set. Engine mode selector.
Ignition.
Approach checklist complete.
Southwest 6881, contact approach 125.9er.
25.9er, so 6881, good day.
Excuse me.
Delta 1055, contact approach 125.9er.
Speed.
125.9er, good day, Delta 1055.
Looks like we have a 20,000 foot constraint at ski.
Thrust idle.
Check.
Descent.
Check. Cabin crew, prepare for arrival.
Two, 982, set.
2982, set, passing 17,700. Now.
Checked.
Altimeter setting.
Speed.
Check.
Out.
Check.
Frontier Flight 43, contact Denver Center on 125.905 at 8:40.
Center on 125.905 Frontier Flight 43. Center Frontier Flight 43 at 16,900 feet. Frontier Flight 43, good morning. Altimeter is 2971. Altimeter is 2971 Frontier Flight 43.
Thrust idle.
Check.
Descent.
Check.
Altimeter setting.
November 470 Bravo and November 818 Mike Foxtrot. Mutual traffic 12 o'clock, 10 miles opposite direction, citation 680, flight level 410 southeastbound. Additional citation 680, flight level 400 northwestbound. 8 Mike Foxtrot.
470 Bravo.
Frontier Flight 43, you have traffic at 12.
Altimeter setting.
14,400 feet.
Altimeter setting.
Frontier Flight 43, you have traffic at 11 o'clock 10 miles at 14,200 feet. Frontier Flight 43, you have traffic at 11 o'clock 6 miles at 14,400 feet.
Center Southwest 4912, 190.
Speed.
Southwest 4912, center, climb maintain, flight level 230.
Level 230, South 4912.
Southwest 4912, contact center 133.55.
3355, yes.
Laps 1.
43, you have traffic at 10 o'clock 10 miles at 14,400 feet.
Drive 70 across Fuzzy at maintain 16,000 at 250 knots, altimeter 3028.
Fuzzy 16250, drive 70.
Frontier Flight 43, you have traffic at 12 o'clock 10 miles at 14,500 feet. Frontier Flight 43, you have traffic at 10 o'clock 10 miles at 14,000
Thrust idle.
Check.
feet.
Descent.
Check.
Frontier Flight 43, you are 30 nautical miles south of Denver International Airport. Cleared for the ILS approach to runway 34 left at Denver International with Eldora transition. Cleared for the ILS approach to runway 34 left with Eldora transition. Frontier Flight 43.
Speed.
Check.
Out.
Check.
Thrust idle.
Check.
Descent.
Check.
Frontier Flight 43, you have traffic at 11 o'clock 9 miles at 14,100 feet.
Speed.
Check.
Out.
Check.
Thrust idle.
Check.
Descent.
Check.
Frontier Flight 43, you have traffic at 12 o'clock 6 miles at 13,900 feet.
Lodestar.
Check.
Flaps 2. Loc.
Check.
Speed.
Check.
Out.
Check.
Frontier Flight 43, you have traffic at 12 o'clock 3 miles at 13,800 feet.
Frontier Flight 43, you have traffic at 1 o'clock 10 miles at 9,600 feet.
Thrust idle.
Check.
Descent.
Check.
Glide slope star.
Check.
Speed.
Check.
Glide slope.
Check.
Gear down.
Drive 70, contact approach 125.02, good day.
2502, drive 70, see you.
Flaps 3.
Frontier Flight 43, altimeter is 2974 at Denver International, contact tower on 135.3, enjoy your morning. Altimeter is 2974, tower on 135.3, Frontier Flight 43.
Flaps full.
Tower Frontier Flight 43 inbound for ILS approach runway 34 left.
Frontier Flight 43, good morning. Continue ILS sector runway 34 left, call when established on final.
Continue ILS approach to runway 34 left, will call when established on final. Frontier Flight 43.
Landing checklist.
Cabin crew.
Advised.
Auto thrust.
Speed.
Auto brake.
Off.
ECAM memo.
Landing. No blue.
Landing checklist complete.
Denver Tower, Frontier Fort Tree on final.
2,500.
Radar altimeter alive.
Check.
Denver Tower, Frontier Flight 4 Tree on final.
Frontier Flight 43, winds are 1628 knots, cleared to land runway 34 left.
Cleared to land runway 34 left, Frontier Flight 43.
Shooter 16, checklist down, runway 24 left, wind 320 F5, clear to land.
Shooter 16, clear to land, runway 24 left.
500.
Land.
Check.
Check.
Shooter 1-5, stay approach request.
Shooter 1-5, full stop, South Francis.
Shooter 1-5, follow that V-22, checklist down, runway 24 left, wind 270 at 4, clear to land, number 2.
Clear to land number 2, 24 left, Shooter 1-5.
Flare.
Check.
Rust idle.
Check.
Roll out.
Check. Spoilers, reverse green, decel.
Frontier Fleet 43 exit runway Buenavia.
70 knots.
Manual flight.
Check.
Frontier Flight 43 is clear of the active.
Frontier Fleet 43 contact ground on 121.85. Enjoy your morning.
Ground on 121.85 Frontier Flight 43.
Denver ground, Frontier Flight 43 requests parking at the gate.
Frontier Flight 43 engine start approved gate. Engine start approved gate Frontier Flight 43.
Denver ground, Frontier 43 requests parking to the gate. Oh. Denver ground, Frontier 43 requests taxi to the gate.
Taxi to gate Bravo 15 via taxiways Delta 5, Whiskey Bravo, Bravo November. Taxi to gate Bravo 15 via taxiways Delta 5, Whiskey Bravo, Bravo November, Frontier Flight 43.
I was trying to find a jet bridge that had Frontier written on it. Kind of hard to do. In the real world, all the airlines are grouped together, but in this world,
363, monitor
they seem to be dispersed. Ah.
The boarding requested.
Reactors are disarmed.
The doors verified.
Passengers deboarding starting.
It's easier getting off the airplane if there's a jet bridge.
After landing checklist.
Flaps.
Retracted.
Spoilers.
Disarmed.
Are you sure about that? APU.
Start.
Radar.
Off.
Predictive wind shear system.
Off.
After landing checklist. Complete.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Taxi light off.
Bye.
Parking checklist.
APU bleed.
On.
Engines.
Off.
Seatbelts.
Off.
Are you sure about that? Exterior lights.
Off.
Are you sure about that? Fuel pumps.
Off.
Parking brake and chocks.
On.
Parking checklist complete.
American Maintenance 905, that's the departure end, cross runway 26 right, join Victor to ramp 1. American Maintenance 905, hello. Go for that, 5. American Maintenance 905, at the departure end, cross runway 26 right, join Victor to ramp 1. Cross 26 right, Victor 21, American Maintenance 905.
I'm amazed!
You want to deboard crew.
Securing the aircraft checklist.
Adheres.
Off.
Oxygen.
Off.
APU bleed.
Off.
Emergency exit light.
Off.
Signs.
Off.
APU and battery.
Off.
Securing the aircraft checklist complete.
Request ATC clearance.
Clearance delivery. Good morning, American. American is at the gate with the numbers, requesting ATC clearance. Okay, cleared to our destination as filed. Squawk code is as assigned. American.
Refueling truck is on its way.
Thanks for joining me today, folks. Hope to see you on another flight.
5344 joining Mike for round 5. 5344 Mike to 5 behind that.
See you next time.
On lane.
Hope to see you soon.
Bye.
Catering vehicles are on their way.
5344.